My name is Lisa Bashline, and 3 years ago, my family and I lost my oldest son, Eric. He was just 24, and he had struggled for years with substance use disorder. Started out when he was just in middle school, believe it or not. I think he started using prescription drugs that he got from kids at school, and it really spiraled into so much more than we could have ever imagined. By the time he was in high school, we searched for places to get him help. They're so glaringly few for kids that age. And maybe he was 16 and he quit high school. He moved out of the house shortly after that, and things really went downhill quickly when he got to be about 18. He was using heroin and meth, and would come in and out of our lives, maybe to stay with us for brief periods of time. And we didn't know what to do as a family. It was horrible. The anger and guilt and fear, constant fear of how he was doing. And he did go to rehab multiple times, which is surprisingly hard on the human body. Some things you don't realize how difficult it is to go repeatedly through detox and withdrawals, how fragile the body becomes after being revived multiple times with naloxone and Narcan and chest compressions. All those things do take a toll on your body. And 3 years ago, he did succumb to an overdose. And it's difficult. And we miss him so much. He was a great, smart, talented, wonderful young man. And I just want people to know that it can happen to you. And he didn't want this. He didn't want that to be the end. He watched multiple friends overdose and die, and he knew that that was not only a possibility, but a likelihood if things kept going the way that they were with him. We all knew that. And I think just you hope, constantly have that hope that next time, that this time will be the time when he can find the strength and get through it. And so many people do, and that's what is so hopeful. So many people do, and I meet people every day who have and are doing so well, and it brings me hope on a daily basis. And I decided that what I needed to do was try and help other people, other families like ours that didn't know where to turn, didn't have anyone to talk to, didn't know how to behave, didn't know how to react, didn't know what to do that was supportive. And so I got involved with Families Against Narcotics and have recently become a family coach, which is it's just amazing that I'm going to be able to help provide information and support for families that are just like us, people who find themselves in the middle of something, drowning, just trying to stay afloat, not knowing what to do. And I hope that I can help provide some support that we didn't receive, and do some good for Eric, and so his death isn't in vain. As hard as it is, that brings me some comfort, and it makes me feel closer to him every day. Don't be afraid to reach out and try to get help anywhere you can for your child and for yourself. It's so important that you take care of yourself, and that way you are better equipped to help your child or your loved one. And there are so many places available now to reach out to. FAN is one of many, and I encourage that. Don't be afraid of the stigma or embarrassment or guilt. Push past that. That does not matter. And part of the importance is you telling your story, reaching out so you can help others and yourself. If you are a young person who is experimenting with drugs, or people who are, that was my son, and it started out, was definitely something he thought he had under control and would be easy to leave behind. I cannot tell you how impossible that became for him, and it is not what he wanted. He wanted to be healthy. He did not want to watch his friends die before him. He didn't want to die, and he knew it was a possibility. It was just so very difficult for him to get help and to stop. It just took control of him, his brain, his life. Just avoid it if you can. It's really hard to stop once you start.